Boom, we're live.
Why didn't it say that on my screen though?
We're live, right? Yeah, we're live.
We
All
are?
right.
Okay.
Says we're 10 seconds in.
Oh, that's what. Okay. Is there? Okay. I don't know. I don't see it. It's weird. Okay, cool. All right. Hi.
All right.
I was so lackluster. I don't. There, now it says it.
All right. That's weird. All right. Casey's here. Hello, Casey. Retro Bliss Gaming. How's it going? Retro Bliss Gaming has a really great YouTube channel. Go check them out. Lance is here. Lance, I don't think we've seen you the last couple of weeks, have we?
Oh yeah, we did.
Junebug is here.
Justin
is here. And Pierre is here. How
do
I like my new Atari Game Station Pro? Have you played a bit with it? I have played a bit with it.
And
actually, here's the controller right here.
Hello. All right.
It's okay. At first, I thought I'd be using this. I'd be using the Game Station Pro to replace my Retron 77. But no, I'm not going to do that because I have come across several control issues where a guy I'm controlling all of a sudden will stop, or he won't go left, or sometimes he'll just shoot across the screen. It's not a lot, but it's enough that I'm like, well, the Retron 77 never does that.
Wow.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's a software thing they can update. Like I said, it's not a constant. It's not going to ruin your experience if you have it, but it does kind of suck in that way. And the other thing is, I got to be honest, I really don't like this controller.
Well, damn it.
It's just odd. I mean, the controller's okay, but I mean, see the difference in size.
Yeah.
A couple things. The stick is like crazy tall. I'm not sure why it's that tall, but then when you're holding it, you got this button in your way.
Well, yeah. So what's the deal there?
The other thing is when you're resting your hand, you got the paddle in the way. So it's kind of awkward to use it, to be honest. I would prefer just the old Atari joystick, like on the Retron. But
do you think maybe they'll update the?
Well, I'm not going to update this, but you can use other controllers. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay.
And the cool thing is, I know John from Gen X Grown Up and also John Hancock have both showed videos where they're able to put on additional games, and not just for the Atari 2600, 5200, and 7800, but for was it Sega? Is it Master System, NES, and there's at least one more system they're able to add on there, which is really cool. But no, it's not going to replace my Retron. I'll say that.
So you had originally pre-ordered from where?
I pre-ordered from Amazon.
Okay.
And they said it should be there by Halloween. So, what was it, last week?
Yeah, it was last week. Or was it last week or just
last week? I was watching John Hancock's video. And he said, I bought this at Costco for $80 instead of $100. I was like, what? How's that possible? So I went up to ours. I didn't think it would be there, but they had a huge pallet full of these games, full of systems for $80. So I would definitely get it from Costco if you can. I know everyone doesn't have access to it. Casey's popping to say hello. Thanks, Casey. I know you're up in I don't know if you're in Vancouver right now. Yep, Game Station Pro was $80 at Costco.
Yeah.
Getting ready and loaded up for PRG. Are you just leaving now, Casey? Have I added a game? Not yet, Retro Bliss. I will at some point. Like I said, the problems I'm experiencing are not, I don't know, it's not a deal breaker.
Right. There you go.
But if I can play my 20, and I'm not really going to play 5200 and 700 games that much, to be honest, because I didn't grow up with those. So I don't really care about those as much. But if I'm just going to play 2600, I'm going to just fire up my Retro 77. Works great every time.
Perfect.
Don't have any problems. But yeah, I mean, I'm not telling anyone not to buy this because it's a piece of crap, because it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a Costco membership, so I was like, By the time I figure all that out, it's $20 or more of my time, and I'm like, I'll just leave it the way it is. I did mine through GameStop because they weren't doing. I didn't see it through Amazon anymore, right?
I don't know if they're still doing it or not.
Yeah, I didn't see it. So they had all the other, and it's really weird. I mean, if you don't know what you're talking about, which that's me a lot of the time, when it comes down to what systems are available, blah blah this or that. So
What happened, Stuart?
okay.
Where'd you go?
Oh, I must have hit a button. So if you don't know exactly what you're talking about, you can really get screwed up because you can end up ordering something that's not because they have a couple of Atari things out there. So just be careful, when you're out there, and you just got to make sure it's the Game Station Pro that you're looking for. And I went to GameStop. I had to go there because I went to Amazon and found I saw that there were some things out there, and I'm like, wait, what exactly am I looking for?
I think for most people to be fine. I just noticed it's just a little hang up sometimes on the controls for me. And since I'm already playing it without those problems, I don't really need those problems. So,
right.
But Jim, is it worth for me to buy? Probably, if you want to play old Atari games, and especially since you can get it, I know you can get it for $80.
Well, yeah, and especially because you can play all the different, like for me, it's cool because we're talking about the 2600, which is what I own still, but it's not only the 2600, it's 52,
and
78.
Like I said, Gen X Grown Up and John Hancock both showed that you can put not just additional games on it, but additional systems on it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now that's pretty cool. That I like a lot. So I think it will appeal to a lot of people.
I wonder if anybody got a video out there talking about that yet? How to put on new games? Because that would be great if we could put a link in here about that. Oh, thank you so much,
Casey, Television Gamer. Casey, he's a big Casey fan, by the way. Casey is the king of Yars Recharge. Yes, you are, Casey.
I'm getting closer, but still, don't you have like this astronomical 100 and some thousand? Isn't that what it was? Because right now it doesn't show that.
Who, Casey?
Yeah.
I think the one where he has over 100,000, I think that's the mission mode.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was noticing too. Okay, because Casey did mention the mission modes to me the other day, and so I started doing some of them. And so is that like we can talk about it later, but
by the way, I don't even know if I thank Casey, but yeah, thanks for the $10, Casey.
Yes.
And have fun in PRGE. I know you're going to have a blast with Papa Pete.
I hope maybe we can do that next year.
C-Mart's going to be there. PJ is here.
Is that something that those guys do every year, or?
I think Casey does. This is the first time Pete's gone, I know.
Okay.
It's just, Casey's already on the West Coast, but Pete's on the other side of the country, so it's a haul for him. I mean, he's got to get a plane and I guess rent a car, or maybe someone's picking him up. I don't know.
Well, doesn't Pete have a plane? I mean, it's
one of those all Canadians are issued a plane. They run on maple syrup. PJ, your Amazon still has no shipping. Neither did mine when I went to cancel it. It just said you should have it by October 31st. That's all it said.
Yeah,
I don't understand this because you can go at Costco last week and buy the thing.
That's what's throwing me off. I'm like, wait a minute. When you sent that out, I was like, now hold on a second. How's that? I had literally just pre-ordered mine, and then you sent that note. I'm like, now wait a minute.
If you want, Stuart, if you want it from Costco, you can just come with me. I'll let you in, and
okay,
you can just scan your card and buy it there. And if you want to get it like this weekend and get it $20 cheaper, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, and I just thought my other thing was, I don't know if they have them still, or I didn't know.
They'll have they must have had 30 of them stacked up.
Okay.
I seriously doubt they're going to run out.
Okay.
Yeah, these missions are really, really cool. I like them.
Yeah, me
There's a
too.
lot to them. Curious, Stella emulator on the Retron 77 plays all 2600 games. I wonder what emulator the Game Station Pro uses. That's a great question, Retro Bliss, because I was wondering that too. Because if it's the same version of Stella, there should be no problem. I shouldn't be seeing these weird glitches.
Right.
But I am. So I'm wondering if they're using something else. But why would you use anything else but Stella? That's pretty much the standard.
Stella standard.
The Stella standard. Yep. Your mission, every mission you do, it adds to your cumulative score.
Okay. So I
Saboteur.
wonder what my cumulative that's not easy to say when you've just taken a nap and had a beer earlier. A cumulative score. Yeah, I wonder what mine is right now. I haven't looked. But my question is, first of all, though, what is this? I'll make the long journey to PRGE this weekend. Wow,
Saboteur. Isn't this like around the corner from me, like a mile away?
Wow.
I'm pretty sure he's really, really close.
Man. Yeah, that's why there's the long journey. Right?
So C-Mart got. I did see a picture of Pete and C-Mart driving around, getting in all kind of television hijinks right now. Jerome just doesn't want another system. But wait, you are getting a 2600 plus?
Yeah, is that I am getting?
Yeah, Justin, a plane, a moose, and a dog
sled.
That's all you need in Canada.
That's it. That's all I need to get there. I'll get planes with the pontoons on them.
Yeah, my mom just said there's plenty of Costco. She was there yesterday. Yeah, there are a ton.
Okay. All right.
Flashbacks don't use Stella. Really? I didn't know that, Retro Bliss. Maybe this one doesn't either. But I was playing, it was a 2600 game, but I was playing Atari Basketball, the arcade version.
Yes.
And I'm pushing right, and my player just says this. He just went straight up in the air. I'm like, what? What just happened?
I'm being abducted right in the middle of a game.
But then I've played several games where nothing happened. So, and then I thought maybe it's my controller. So they give you two. So I got the second one out and tried it, and same thing.
Oh, so it is a software-ish thing.
I think it is.
That's weird.
All right. Well, we're going to continue talking, but
yeah. So let me ask you this: is there? What's the deal with the Japanese shop? How do I get to that?
That is the worst Seinfeld impression I've ever heard. What's the deal with the Japanese eShop?
I'm serious. What's the deal?
All right. So this game here, it's called Suika Game, which I believe
looks like something that Christine would just love.
Oh, I bet she would. I know Celia was watching me play it, and she was getting into it just watching.
Yeah.
Hey, Papa Pete is here.
Papa Pete?
It's a Papa Pete pop-in.
How are you doing this from your plane?
Oh, he's in Vancouver already. He's hanging out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Because he's got one of those. Some people got issued a Concorde.
So this game is only on the Japanese eShop.
Yeah.
And it's 240 yen, which is, I don't know, maybe $1.80. It's really cheap. But the reason why I'm playing this, I never even heard of this until like yesterday or the day before. And there was an article on Nintendo Life saying that this is like the hottest selling game on the Japanese eShop. And it's really bizarre because this game is 2 years old. And what happened was some Twitch streamers started playing it. And it took off. Everyone's like, oh, I love this game. So everyone's buying it like crazy. So now I'm hoping that they bring it here.
Oh, you look at that. You made a big one. Oh,
all right. So if you see here, this little wheel.
Did you just make a tomato?
I think I don't know if it's a tomato or.
Because a tomato is fruit.
Yeah, I don't know. So on this wheel here, you have cherry, strawberry, grapes. I don't know what that is. An orange, tomato, whatever. I don't know what the next one is.
Pomegranate.
You got something that looks like Kirby. And then, I don't know, is that I don't know what that is. Is that a pineapple?
You got something that looks like Kirby.
And then something else, and then a watermelon. So what happens is, okay, so when I drop this grape on top of the other grape, it's going to turn into this weirdo thing that I don't know what that is. I honestly don't. Okay, so now if I drop this on top of that, it'll create this tomato apple looking guy. Oh, I'm sorry. The orange.
Or the
I was one
orange.
off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll drop him.
Another
Oh, I should have
strawberry.
dropped him on the thing. All right. So I'll
Okay.
create another orange.
Okay.
And let's see if I can slip this in here.
I think you can. I believe in you. So 2 strawberries makes grapes.
Yeah. And if you ever forget the wheel, it tells you right there.
Oh, I got you.
And there's a little skill that sometimes you got to try and get these things just right. So it'll turn into a grape.
Oh, grape.
Grape ape.
Oh.
Okay. So if I turn this orange or whatever it is,
yeah.
If I connect these two, it'll turn into the red thing, the apple tomato thing.
And then that'll bloop.
Which then will turn into the yellow thing. Boop, boop. See?
Oh, well, hi, yellow thing. Hello, yellow thing.
Oh, Retro Bliss, your mom's in the hospital and your babysitting dad may not be able to stream the rest of the week. Oh, that's sad.
Oh, wow. I hope everything turns out all right. Jeez whiz.
Sorry to hear that, Retro Bliss. I saw you weren't streaming.
Well,
that sucks.
Send some love out to Retro Bliss. Jeez whiz. That's
like I said before, definitely check out his channel. Like the guy works hard. He puts out a lot of stuff. And it's good stuff too.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and Television Gamer's got a long ride tomorrow. I think he says like 10 hours. So anyway, that's the game. I'll just be playing here while we talk.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look up
as far as creating an account, I know PJ asked about that. You can just go on YouTube and look for creating a Japanese eShop account on Switch. Because this was when it first came out, Switch first came out, it was a big thing. Everyone was trying to do it. Because you can actually buy games right off the Japanese eShop or even the UK eShop or other eShops that are around. The only thing is you have to have money in it. They don't take your credit card, which means you need to get what do you have to get? So you have to get like a eShop card from that region.
Oh.
And getting that from like a Japanese one is no problem. You can just go to Play Asia. They'll sell 20 yen cards or whatever.
All right. Because this pretty simple. To access a Japanese Nintendo eShop, you have to head to this account making website, fill in most information as asked. When you reach the country option, select Japan as your place of origin. Also, if you don't have an email to spare, use a temporary email generator like this one, whatever this one is.
I would create a new email and just use it for that. That's what I did.
Alternatively, if you're on Gmail, just use the plus symbol to create an alias of your regular email account, it says. Nintendo will send a verification email to the address provided, which is required for accessing the account. So make sure you can receive that email. With your account established, head back to your Nintendo Switch, go to your system settings as denoted by the cog icon on the main menu. And once there, go to the users tab.
Justin says it sounds complex. It's not, I'm not gonna say it's the easiest thing in the world, but it's not.
Yeah. But it's
not terrible.
Yeah, no, nothing here.
And it's worth it if you. Okay, so not only can you buy Japanese games or games in Europe because they have their own eShop.
Right.
You can also get demos.
Oh yeah, right.
And that's all free, and we don't get all the demos. There's sometimes you get a demo for a game there or some other region. I don't know why they don't put them out in all regions, but they don't.
Because I remember you talking about that not too long ago. You had downloaded a Japanese demo for something not long ago.
Look at that. I'm up to this pineapple guy. There's only 2 left that I can get.
Oh my goodness. Pineapple guy.
So when the pieces get past the top here, like, up here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The game ends. So the game can't last forever because there can only fit so many big fruit in there. And if you get that watermelon, like the next green thing, if I get 2 of these together, it gives me the next green thing. That's even bigger, which I have gotten, but I've never gotten a watermelon.
Not until you did this stream.
That's my goal. Folks, we're not going anywhere until I get a watermelon.
What? Oh, yeah.
I guarantee Celia's yelling at me right now because I'm not putting these in the right spot.
Think ahead.
Uh,
That little cherry's got to go in there.
Retro Bliss has got to go. See you, Retro Bliss. Good luck with your mom and your dad.
Yeah, take care, man.
Hey, after I miss the point of this game. The point of the game is to combine like fruit, like an orange, a cherry, grape. When you do that, it creates the next fruit on this little wheel.
I think
and every time you do that, it gives you more points.
I think you should put that cherry all the way to the side over there on top of the orange piece.
Over here?
Yeah, because when it falls, then it'll fall on the other one.
Yeah.
Oh.
The problem is, like I said before, sometimes there's a skill to getting these to go land where you want them to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the point, Salvatore, is to keep creating new fruit, getting more points.
To be fruitful.
Yes, and multiply. But like I said, you can't just... This game doesn't last forever. It's not like a Tetris where you can go forever, pretty much, if you're really good. Because there's only so much fruit that can fit in this box. And once you get like a watermelon, it's going to be huge.
That little cherry made its way over.
I watched a guy doing a speed run. I was like, a speed run of what? And it was a speed run to get the watermelon. And he did it in about 3 minutes, I think.
A speed run of what?
Because I'm thinking, there's no speed and there's no timer in this game. But he was just trying to get the watermelon as fast as humanly possible.
Interesting.
We go for
watermelons.
Watermelons, yes. Yeah.
A lot of water.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. And sometimes you can try to hit the other stuff.
Right.
And knock them. Knock them, sock them.
Knock them dead, kid. Little Motley Crue action there for you.
Hey, we just watched The Trouble with Tribbles on Star Trek.
Oh, did you? You finally got there.
Yeah. I mean, I knew about I wasn't paying attention. I knew about the episode, but I never actually saw it.
Oh, there it goes.
And sometimes you have to wait on these things, and they'll finally connect.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it was kind of like a comedy episode.
Yeah, it was. It's kind of like it's kind of like watching the end of Caddyshack.
Oh! There's a lot of bouncing around there. So, Stuart, since this works, maybe next week on the show we can do play a game together.
I would love that.
On the Nintendo Switch Online. I just did this for now because, like I said, it's like the hot game, and I wanted to play this while it was so popular. And I didn't know if I could even do it because Papa Pete's done this all the time, and I've never been able to do it.
Yeah,
like this, because you basically need 2 computers and log in twice from 2 different locations. And if you don't have that, like on Pete's channel, what I do, I just have one connection, and you can change it from your from your camera to the Elgato or whatever you're using.
Yeah,
and you just go back and forth like that, and it works fine. I really want a watermelon.
It's weird because we were just talking about watermelon today, or yesterday, and I was saying I didn't like watermelon.
I love watermelon, but to be honest, sometimes you just get some kind of mealy ones that aren't that great, and it's like,
well, yeah. I mean, it always sounds like a great idea to me, but I just don't like it. I don't like the texture. Yeah. It doesn't gross me out. It just doesn't do anything for me. Look at that. You're just pooping out strawberries.
Just pooping them.
Strawberry pooping.
Look at those 2 pineapples. Just sit.
Oh, they're just, yeah.
I like this when you pop them. Boom.
Yeah.
See if I can knock it over a little bit. So yeah, we watched that one, and then we watched on our NVIDIA Shield. It shows like a preview of the next episode.
Yeah.
And the preview had, well, let's put it this way: when it came on, or we saw it, Celia said, "Is Kirk naked?" I was like, "No, he's not naked, is he?" She goes, "Turn it on. Let's see what's going on." So I wanted to go to bed, but we ended up sitting there watching for like another hour, another episode. But he kind of was naked. He was playing. He was him, Chekhov, and Ahura, which is an interesting combo. I don't think I've ever seen those three go on the transporter thing together.
Right.
But somebody, yeah. See, now I'm gonna try to knock the strawberry over.
Oh, hey, ooh.
Yeah, it worked. But when they went to transport down, or that's not the word for it. What's it called? Is that
Yeah,
the word
transport. You're yeah, transporter room. Yeah. Beamed me down.
Yeah. Well, when they did that, instead of the normal thing where they kind of go, they kind of break apart,
which is iron filings in it.
It was just like boom, they were there, then they weren't there.
Oh.
And basically, someone else from a different planet or something. I don't know. It was late, and I think I fell asleep for a little bit. But they actually basically kidnapped them and turned them into slaves.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah. Did they have the
Spock
collars?
was trying to find them, and Bones was all pissed off because Spock couldn't find them right away. Yeah, they had the collars.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then they each had a person that was like in charge of them that was training them, and then Kirk started making out with his trainer. Oh, Kirk. Oh, Kirk. Yeah, see, the game's just about over here.
Who does he think he is? Ted McGinley?
Exactly. What? Is this Papa Pete?
Papa Pete, what are you doing?
Hey,
wait, are you in the lair?
This is a live report, guys.
Oh,
this is a live report. I'm on my way to PRGE. This is live from the underground layer.
Oh,
over here. See that guy sitting on the couch over there?
Hey, Pete.
Can you see him? The screen's too small. I can't see him anyway.
Wow.
Hey, Pete.
C-Mart over there.
Don't tell C-Mart. Can you steal something from his house for me?
What would you like? What can I steal from your house for Jeff?
There's the poker and the Night Stalker.
Something that's
here you go. I've got a Night Stalker box and I've got a poker blackjack box. He said they are yours.
Okay.
Wow.
It'd been more fun if you just stole them, but I'll take it.
He wants the element.
Sort of walking around here today, getting ready to go to PRGE tomorrow.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Handhelds behind me, little Atari.
Oh my God, this is like that one guy's
little
house, Gamer. That's incredible.
Good.
This is something else, eh?
Are you underground?
Right on. Tell me, Jeff, you know who that is?
George Brett, number 5.
It's George. I always never forget that. Listen, he should be known for a lot more than that. Don't get me wrong, but I'll never forget the Pine Tar incident.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to pop in. Special report.
If that
I had a minute here, I won't stay very long.
Yeah. Well, but
of course, we had to look at some television stuff, right?
Yeah. If that wasn't so beautifully organized, I'd be like, wait, what?
Wait a minute. Is everything in this area in television?
This is okay. We're gonna scroll around now. Look behind me.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna circle.
Yeah.
See that? That's a television.
That is a television.
Including the pictures of you that we just went by.
Does C-Mart have pants on?
Actually, he's wearing shorts.
More importantly, does Pete have pants?
I think you froze.
Just say it. Little tease, so little tease.
Wow, that is just incredible. This whole area, jeez.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anyway, you guys have a great stream. I said hi to everybody in the chat there earlier on.
Yes, you did.
Hey, Fastback. I see Fastbacks there now. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I've been traveling all day long since about let's see. I get up at 1 a.m. Go time to start the voyage out here. So, and then tomorrow morning we're getting up and we're on our way down to Portland, meet up with the Intellivision Gamer. And it's going to be the Intellivision Collector and C-Mart and myself and Tarzilla, and we're going to have a blast. Wow. Meet up with Rab at PRGE, so there'll be lots of videos and stories coming out of that soon too. So,
Pete, I got one quick question for C-Mart.
Yeah.
How did you become a Royals fan?
Just Brett was my guy when I was a kid. I don't know why. I just glommed on the Royals.
Than just Royals? Okay.
Yeah, just Dr. J, George Brett, Mike Bossy, and those just became my teams, and the Canucks, obviously. But yeah, Brett became a guy. That's an autographed one in that room over there that he showed you.
Pretty good taste, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're gonna go, but we're gonna leave you with this just over my shoulder while I'm doing it here. You know, it's always should look at some Fortress Philly Classic editions right up there.
Oh my
Jeez.
God.
Look at all that
So
stuff.
anyway, guys,
Well, have
I
fun,
don't even know
Pete.
if I
know
will
you had a
have
great
fun.
time.
You guys have a good week, and we'll be talking to you throughout the weekend while we're there. And I had a few little shorts put up today. I'll put some more shorts up on my channel too. So yeah, right on. Maybe someday we're gonna come and do Mo Game Con in St. Louis. So
That'd be good.
And
that
then
would be awesome.
take a picture when there's only 2 of them up there on the shelf after you've left. I just
There you go. I don't think I'd get home if that happened. Just saying. All right.
You can't
get
get past
home
the
in a
laser beams,
cardboard
Pete.
box.
Right on. I think I'm going to go, or did I already go?
No, you
No,
didn't
you're
go
still
yet.
there.
Okay, right on. I don't know how to do it. So you guys can put me out because I have no idea how to even do it here.
I'm gonna knock you out, Pete.
All right.
All right. Thanks for stopping by.
See you guys.
See ya.
Have a great chat.
Thanks.
See ya. Oh, good
right.
timing.
So Pete's actually still there in the background. I can see him, but
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And he doesn't have pants on. Sorry, guys.
Fastback's here.
Oh, he does have pants on. He heard me.
Pete's just in the background.
They're painted. I flew in today and had my pants painted on.
I'm gonna try to knock this guy over.
You can do it.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, so what is that supposed to be?
I don't know what some of this fruit is, to be honest.
I mean,
what's
it's
the
not
pink
a
thing. Like, I don't know what
really
this.
a
Yeah, I don't
lemon.
know.
I wouldn't think it's a lemon with that stem, but I don't know.
It's so circular, you wouldn't think it would be a lemon either.
Well, and you know, so is the pineapple. So they're kind of going for that roundedness. So
Yeah. Now I've played plenty of games like this. It's not a new. It's like its own little genre.
yeah.
So it's not really a new thing, but for whatever reason, man, somebody just loved some streamers loved it and started doing it, and then it caught on.
That's crazy.
Now, have you heard of Among Us? That game?
Is Papa Pete says fastback without pants is Pistol Pete.
Oh God.
Maybe, or peg leg Pete. I'm just saying.
Maybe a round pear. Maybe.
That's what I was. Yeah, because I'm trying to look at the little dots that are at the bottom, and it is kind of pearish. There, that it kind of gives you that pear feel. So yeah,
it's just really hard to just get that watermelon because it fills up too much. I mean, the bigger, more fruit you combine, the bigger everything gets. So to get that watermelon, man, I guess that's pretty much game over by the time you get that.
Yeah. Well, I'm eager to get my my other account going so I can get some of that stuff.
Yeah, it sounds more complicated than it is.
Yeah, it didn't sound too complicated.
I will tell you this: when you add another region to your Switch,
Yeah.
you know how you turn it on and off to the left, there's all the news articles. Well, now you're going to get it for North America and Japan. Which at first I was like, well, I don't know if I want that, but then I was like, I don't really read it anyway. So
Yeah, you're like, whatever. Look at this. Woo!
I like when they pop.
I know that's another aspect of the game. You're like, oh, and it's gonna pop when I get that. Oh, look at that.
It's interesting. C-Mart seemed to follow players as much as teams, which is really interesting.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see it. It's pretty hard.
I believe we'll see it. I think we're gonna see it. I believe in you, man. I just used that today at school. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I won't say anything about that.
Come on. I'm trying to knock that over, but
I'm trying to think. I do have you know what? I'm gonna I got unboxing I'm gonna take care of tonight too.
Excellent.
Because it can work for this.
Fastback said fruitress.
Wait,
oh,
what
a great name, Fruitress.
oh, okay. No, he's not calling you that. It's just
I don't know. I can't say that for sure, to be honest.
It's a little up in the air right now.
Has the new Frasier started yet?
I don't think so. Let me double check.
It's got to start when the next, I would say this week or next week, right?
Yeah,
it's February or
there was
October.
there was the trailer out there. Frasier is coming back in 2023, October 17th, next week. Almost a week from today, next Tuesday.
I wonder how they're going to do that. I think they're going to drop one episode a week, or I think they'll just drop everything they have.
Yeah, because it looks like, I mean, John Mahoney.
I don't think
looks like everybody's still there, and
nobody's there. I think it's just Frasier because John Mahoney's dead.
It just has, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, now wait a minute.
If they can get him, then I'm in.
That's woo. That's over the top.
Oh, it was terrible. I missed it.
That takes me back to Seinfeld. What am I seeing? Sinatra in there? $75. He saw me for whatever, 5 minutes. What do I? Oh man. So yeah, next Tuesday. I don't know. I'll be looking into tuning in. I'll see what happens, I guess.
I'll definitely watch the first 2 episodes. There is no doubt about that.
Okay, so if you get a watermelon, are you gonna watch the 3rd episode of the original Frasier then?
I will. See, the funny thing is now I'm like, knee deep in the original Star Trek.
I know, right?
I love every episode. There's only one I think I've seen so far. I was like, oh my God, this is not great. It was something with an actor who was a killer. I don't know. It was.
Oh,
I thought it was boring.
Hey, how was the episode with Frank Gorshin where he played Gemini?
I don't know if I've seen that.
Oh, maybe you haven't seen that yet. Where he's
I don't remember seeing Frank Gorshin.
He's like black and white down the middle.
No, I definitely haven't seen that.
Okay, that's 3rd season, huh? Okay. I think that's what throws me sometimes when I'm rewatching a show, or especially new Frasier. I'm still wondering about original Frasier. Why? There were moments in and I may have said this before when we were talking about Frasier, but there were moments in that later Frasier seasons where I'm like, okay, why is he still acting like this? Or why is he still questioning why things are happening? I'm like, because you're acting like a freaking twit. I mean, I don't get where the question is anymore. Oh, you just don't.
There it goes. Oh, so it's interesting because his son Freddie, apparently is just a normal guy. He's not Frasier-esque.
Yeah, and
but if you remember in Cheers, Freddie was like a mini Frasier. He was dressed in a suit, all that. I guess once he was able to do his own thing, he was like, I'm done with this.
It doesn't work for me. Whoa.
Oh.
Man, 2 little fruit are holding you off of there.
I know.
Oh, come on now. Oh, kick it out. Ooh, that's a hard
song. I tried.
And you got that whole mess of air going on there. Is it slowly moving? No.
Yeah, the fruit keeps turning.
Yeah.
Slowly
I
moving.
guess that's one thing that's really cool about it. It actually has a little bit of those physics to it, right?
Yeah. Apparently there's a version of this on.
Oh,
look at this.
Come on.
Oh. I'm just about to get
the other thing.
The one right before the watermelon, the pre-watermelon.
Like kiwi. Is that like a kiwi? I don't know what it is. It's green. Ooh, which reminds me of horse lips. Sure, the hey!
There's that one.
Yeah, what is that? I guess maybe it's a kiwi. I don't know.
No, I think it's big. I think they go like in order of how big they are, like in real
Okay.
life.
Yeah. So what would that be? Is that a melon? No, it can't be a melon. It's got to be fruit.
I don't know what the pink thing. I'm just gonna say it's Kirby.
Certainly is Kirby-esque.
See, I'm on the verge of losing here because I
You
think
are.
once it tips over. Fastbacks when watching Alf, Jetsons on Tubi, and Jetsons on Tubi. Yeah, Tubi is great, isn't it?
One of my students was just mentioning Alf the other day.
Is
Careful
Alf
there.
on Tubi?
That's wild. Jetsons. I remember watching Jetsons, but it's not something that I go, I gotta buy that. Must get watermelon.
Yep. I'm not getting the watermelon on this one because
You don't think so? Well, not with all those grapes. Yeah.
no. If I'm looking at
Yeah.
if you look, the pieces are still moving a little bit.
Yeah, but
Some
not.
of them are rotating slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. That's pretty much what comes after purple. This guy here.
Oh yeah. Oh,
No,
boy.
no, it's not gonna
Yeah,
work.
they really screwed you there.
There you go. Hey, it's my high score though.
A hot dog. There you go.
Everyone got to see my high score. How about that? What a
Woohoo!
thrill.
No disappointments.
This actually has online leaderboards.
Wow.
Here you go. It looks like it's from different time periods. Same three though in the top. Yeah, as you can see, the top score anyone has is 7,300.
So what is this? What's this timer that's at the top? You see how it's counting?
Well,
or
you
it's
see,
counting down.
I mean, I don't really know Japanese, but I know the first two columns, or at least the very first one, is some kind of a date. I think they're all dates.
And
okay. It could be like a daily.
That's what I was wondering.
Score a week and a month.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, so it looks like you have 4 hours left on this run for the day.
Yeah. And then that's my personal high. I don't know why. Oh, you know what?
What's your
the first one must be a day because I've played it 3 times.
Yeah, and that's what I was. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if I play it one more time, I think you'll see number 4 fill in there.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. So I'm looking forward to watching the rest of Star Trek.
Did you see that? Did you see that watermelon was up there winking at you?
Yes.
Boink. Woohoo! Oh, yeah.
Let's see if I can hit the strawberry and get him to go over.
Oh, wow. See, there's some physics there, man.
So now Salvatore uses Google Lens Translate to read Japanese game. That's what I did for this game the first time I played it. So I was like, I want to know exactly what all this means. I didn't check the high score stuff, though.
We are watermelon bound on this game. I feel it. Wow. Wow. There you go. So I was saying earlier today on Hammer Away, which now I still have to pick out what I'm going to do. I was talking about what's coming up, and so last week I was trying to do the interview thing, and I was not in a good place with all that last week. But talked to my buddy. We're going to get back together. We're going to do another test over the weekend, and I think Keith and I are going to get together next Wednesday. So then there'll be more to come. And then, but the Wednesday following that, so that's going to be the 18th. And then the Wednesday following that, I just put it out there. So if anybody gets a notification about it, if you haven't joined Hammer Away, you can do that. Subscribe here as well if you haven't done that yet. And I'm going to actually have a guest on my show that week too. And it's going to be the young woman who invited me to go to Kiss with her. So we are going to do our prep on the show because we're going to be putting on the makeup.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's what she and her father do when they go to the shows. And that's why she asked me to go. So you guys will hear the story again if you're watching my show next week. But yeah. Oh, wow. There you go.
2 Kirby's.
Yeah, buddy. Get it.
I don't know the slice idea what that could be. I don't know of any pink fruit. What
See,
fruit's
that's
pink?
I mean, I know. Is it like a plum? Maybe.
Oh, boom.
Holy cow.
I love when it pops.
Oh, look at that. Nice shot. Oh, yeah, you got that angle. And I do love the physics, though, how it rolls it that direction. Bloop.
You got anything going on this weekend, Stuart?
This weekend is more. Hopefully, I'm getting really close to the war to end all wars. It's I'm getting much closer. In fact, my guest in a couple of weeks, her name is Danny, and actually her mother is a high school friend of my sister-in-law, and she came over. I invited her over. That's part of a lot of the things where I'm. Let's see, camera's glitching out. It was kind of. Oh yeah, he's talking about last week. Blake, how'd everything go tonight? How'd the interview go? Grapefruit is pink on the inside. It sure is. And so I asked her if she could come over last weekend to help me do some organizing. And we just had a meeting. She came over, took a look at what I had. And I'm like, you can see it's not like a hoarder situation where it's not just a big mess and, rotting pumpkins. And
I'm not a hoarder, right? Right?
I'm not a hoarder, but it's just out of order what I have. I mean,
You're a hoarder that's out of order.
That's right, buddy. Well, that's like, what was I? I was watching Nerdrotic today, and he was talking about how he has his comic storage and stuff, and how he's like, I have a room on either side of this studio room that he has, and he goes, it's just full of books, of comics in boxes, and it's like, he goes, there's just like a narrow way to get through it, and I'm like, oh man, I couldn't do it. I can't. I don't know. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear it. Keep me up on it. Let me know.
He's a hoarder.
He's a hoarder. Did you ever watch any of those hoarder shows?
Oh yeah, I used to watch some of them. I don't know if they're still on. I watched a few and it was kind of gross.
It is gross.
The one I remember the most is this lady when they were cleaning her house out. Some guy, when they got to the bottom, he went and he picked this thing up, and it was like the outline of a cat.
Oh no!
She literally had a cat that got buried and then smashed, and it looked like a cutout, like in the Roadrunner when he runs through the rock or whatever.
Yes.
And he goes, "Did you ever have a cat?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, he went missing."
You're like, no, it was here the whole time.
Maybe it killed him.
Yuck. And I thought the pumpkins were bad.
Watching hoarders made you clean your house. Yeah, I don't.
That is just. That is just. Oh man, yeah, I'm glad to hear that, dude. Keep it up. Made me clear. Yeah, because it's like, I don't know. It's it's obviously it's a mental illness situation. It's not a
the hoarding. Yeah,
it's not a hey, I think I'll collect a bunch of shit. It's not that. It's a mental illness where
that's where they collect shit too. It's like
and right, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, All right. Yeah. See, okay, but it's only 2 at a time, right?
What's that? That's yeah. You can't like do three of them.
Because 2 makes something. So that's okay. I get you.
Yeah, whatever you do, 2 makes whatever's next in line on that.
Yeah, because I was thinking, oh, cool. You're gonna. Oh no, it doesn't work like that. Oh no. Yeah, okay, wait. He hasn't made me clean my house. The only acceptable hoarder is a game collector. Oh, that pussy just used all my what you say?
Well, we're getting close to the holidays, so.
Oh man, you're absolutely right. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
you
Lay's
can't turn us
potato
off.
chips. You can't eat just one. That's not hoarding. It's archiving.
So, hey, Casey, are you on the road right now to?
I don't think so. I
Portland?
think he was saying they're finishing loading up.
Oh, I know you got a lot of stuff to load up.
Yeah.
Casey, are you driving with anybody? Or are you on your own? Oh, they're going to touch yes.
That's like my records back here. This is archiving back here. That's not... So what I did show on the show today is I got another Mava album. Getting ready. Oh, early morning. Okay. Yeah, is anybody riding with you? Did you say? Did they say? I don't think he said yet.
Man, I don't know how you do that, Casey. I can't drive that long. I think
Well,
you said
how
it was
far
10
is
hours.
10 hours? Okay, yeah. Driving alone, yeah.
I've determined now that my limit is 6 hours for a day. I don't want to drive anymore. It hurts my leg. I'm in so much pain whenever I get somewhere.
Yeah, I used to be like that.
Oh, so Friday, I forgot to mention this. Friday, my oldest son Nathan and we went to Enterprise Center. We went to WWE SmackDown.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's the first time I've ever been there. Oh, we're trying to get TJ to come with. Oh, that'd be cool. I bet you he'd be fun.
Yeah.
Why don't you get in this big VW bus?
Mama C came home with that film crew last spring.
They're collectibles, I swear.
All right, boys, you can set up in here. No.
I wouldn't mind the driving so much, but it just, the older I've gotten, it's like my back and leg, especially my leg. I get such leg pains. But anyway, we went to WWE SmackDown, and it's a 2-hour show. So we were there like an hour early, and man, it was just jam packed. So many people.
Who was your
there.
headliners?
Almost everyone from SmackDown was there. It was pretty cool. The final match was oh, wait a minute. I forgot who was the final match, but it ended up being like Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Oh, who else was there? It was like the Judgment Day was there, so those guys, and they were having this big brawl to end the match. And I was telling Nathan when we went out there, I said, I bet you they have a big brawl because the next night there was a pay-per-view, and they usually, they want to spice it up for the pay-per-view. So, oh, look at that! I'm not going to get it. I'm just about dead. So they had a big brawl at the end of the night, and then the show went off the air because it's a live show. It went off the air, and you can tell when it goes off because they have a timer. And then all the announcers left. Well, anyway, the 8 wrestlers are still in the ring, and Cody Rhodes picks up the mic. This is after the show's over, and says, he goes, I came to fight, so let's have a match right now. And so the ref came out, and then all 8 of them, I should say, had a 8-man tag team match. And meanwhile, I'm kind of dying here because the seats are so small. It's not so much, it's not the width, it's the between the aisles. Because I'm 6'2". I'm not like that tall, but they're not made for 6'2" people because my legs were so cramped. And by the time I got out of there, I was in so much pain. My legs were hurting. Yeah. And the funny thing was, after that match, I went on like 15 extra minutes past the time. Then they said, and now for our main event. Like,
oh, no.
So they did one more. And it was Drew McIntyre versus Chad Gable. Yeah, there you go. So the one on the left is definitely the daily because there we go. I've played 4 times. I think I played once before the show. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, it was pretty cool because it went a half hour late. What's interesting is those weren't recorded. Those extra matches. They just put on a performance for everyone there live, which is neat.
Wow. Give the people what they want and more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Casey, it'd be great. I know TJ's got that VW bus. That'd be awesome. You two going from California to Portland in that old bus.
Yeah, I know that when I have to stretch out my leg, after a while. And the problem is that you sit low in those seats. So then your knee oftentimes can be, if it's like you, especially if you're taller, your knee's not at a 45-degree angle. It's more.
No, it's at a weird angle.
So then you're like, okay, this is more than what it's really designed to do. And so then, yeah, because I always have to stretch my one leg out. To AEW at Chaffetz Arena, with a buddy of mine 7 months ago in March. And I was drunk. I was going to say, so how much do you remember?
You could have just stayed home and got drunk.
You could
save the money.
There you go. Oh, I was going to ask you and Pete, Pete the Hoarder, about the old ass hoarder.
The old ass hoarder.
The old ass game hoarder. Anyway, I'm not going to make it work in any funny way. So, but do you guys, if you guys see a video about wrestling, does that interest you if it's like cheap?
What do you mean?
Like a DVD about wrestling stuff?
Oh yeah, that stuff's pretty interesting. I know Pete's got a lot of stuff.
I need to pee.
Stuff that you can't get in. Well, thanks for letting us know, Casey.
He's going to get Has now. I need to pee and get Has now and then.
Okay, so I'm guessing gas. Are you gonna pee at the gas station? You're gonna get one of those big, keys with a big thing attached to
it. Stretch your. He's having all kinds of typing issues. I think he's freaking out about the road trip, or he's so excited he just can't hide it.
Yeah, I'd love to go to another event because it was so much fun. The people were really into it. There was basically a Cody Rhodes family there. Dad had a Cody Rhodes shirt. Mom had a Cody Rhodes jacket. Wow. And both little boys had Cody Rhodes, the outfit that he wears.
Oh, wow.
And we saw they were waiting in line with us. We had to wait in line a long time to get in, but they were a few ahead of us. And then at the end of the show, I noticed that they were in the front row on the TV side. So I'm sure they were on TV quite a bit. And Cody Rhodes showed up, so that had to be awesome for them. And on the way out, we saw them again. It was kind of weird. We kept seeing these people.
That was meant to be. That was in response to you saying you had to stretch.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember one of the times I had to drive back from Florida, and I'm not a guy who I don't make use of hotels on the road. I don't like doing that. It's just a bunch of money for a place that I'm going to be for a few hours. And then I just remember one time doing it, and we were there for a minimal amount of time as far as let's get a hotel room. And then we slept for a little bit, and then we got up, and I was shaking. I was freezing. My lips were, or my teeth were chattering. It was literally like that. And I get in the driver's seat, and we're all just like, God. And I'm like, never again. Forget this. I ain't doing it. So I just started using the rest stops, and I just crash out. When I went to Florida, one of the last times, I bought on Amazon, I ordered just a little single mattress float thing. And I just put that out in the back of the van. And whenever I got tired, I just pulled over and slept. So I did that. That was it's like a 20 some hour drive from where we stay back home. And I remember one of the places I stopped, one of the gas stations I stopped to get gas, because that's what you do at a gas station. I don't know why I thought I had to say that. And you can pee there, evidently. And so I found like the energy drinks. I think there was some Red Bull. They had buy 3 for a certain price.
Oh, I
And
have
then
gotten
divvied those up through the drive.
yeah, I have gotten the energy drinks. Oh, what is it? What's the 5-hour thing?
Yes. It's like 5-hour energy, I think it's called.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's in the name.
It's
but yeah, that's and those do help.
yeah.
When I'm dead tired.
Yeah.
That's the only time I take them though. It's like I'd rather take one of these things than crash and die.
Yes. Yeah. The worst driving home, there's a stretch when I get to when I'm coming, where is it? It was like I'm coming from Illinois. I make my way up through Kentucky into Illinois, and then there's a dead space. No gas stations, no, and it was back pandemic-y time. So a lot of places weren't open late anymore.
Oh yeah.
And I was driving through going, I don't know if I'm going to make it. It was dicey.
Poor Casey loves to drive.
2 years ago, I went from California to Indiana, bitching.
And you came through St. Louis, right, Casey? I think I remember you telling me this.
And into Texas. Interesting, Casey, because I was just talking about that. You can check it out. Yeah, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I don't like checking into hotels. It's a waste of my money. Jeez,
That's a horror.
Thinking about a trip like that. I don't think I can feel my nether regions after thinking about that. Yeah, no, I don't even remember what it was. I was just talking about a trip that we took years ago to yeah, because Salvatore does have 2. I was wondering about that. Just one ball is numb. But we went down to Texas and we were driving back, and it was so bad that there was a moment, or shall I say, a point in that drive where we were switching every 30 minutes. It just was like, okay, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. And that was one of those times where we just needed to say, screw it. But I think the problem is we had to be back home. And that was the only way to do it. We couldn't stop. It wasn't like we could stop and sleep for hours. We had, whoa. That was a moment there. That was explosive.
Yeah, the worst I can remember is we went to Galveston, Texas, and driving home was 19-hour drive, and we went all the way. It was brutal. So much pain by the time we got home.
So what's the worst on the road situation you've ever had? Anybody out of the millions of people watching right now, what was your worst I shouldn't be here anymore moment on the road?
We had this old car, and we were going to Cleveland area to look at some colleges for Nathan. It was a few years ago. And as we're getting into the Cleveland area, the car starts shaking like just violently.
Oh my!
I'm like, holy crap! What the hell are we gonna do? We're not even home, and our car's falling apart.
And who all was in the car?
The whole family, me, Silly, and both boys.
Okay.
And then it stopped, and I was like, what the hell was that? I mean, I thought it was it for us. I don't know what was going on with the car, but I thought we were gonna.
I mean, yeah,
crash or something.
Right.
So then,
oh wow.
So then it was fine all through like the Cleveland area we're driving. That I think we were there for a weekend. Everything seemed fine, and then we're driving home, and we get all the way back to we're around 270 and 44, right around that area. And then again, at that time my balls went numb driving through Boise.
I had a case of Boise balls.
Happens every time I'm in Boise.
That's just the thing. So anyway.
So yeah, so we're almost home from this trip, and we're talking what are we, maybe 15 minutes from home, and then the whole car starts shaking like crazy again. I'm like, what in the hell is happening? And then it stopped, and we got home.
Oh my God.
And I was gonna take the car in at this point, like the next day, to see what's going on. But when I went out the next day to look at the car, or when I went to go into the car, I noticed one of the wheels, the rubber had completely gone. It was like the threads or whatever. It was completely exposed.
Oh my! The fibers of the tire were
showing. So we drove from Cleveland back to St. Louis with a tire like that.
Oh my God, dude!
And I don't know how in the world we survived that.
I don't either. That's divine intervention right there.
I mean, I was so worried about just going from our house to Dobbs to get new tires. I'm like, I don't even know if this will last that long, but it did.
Wow.
I've never worn tires down like that before.
Jeez whiz. Well, the weird thing too is that's what thought went through my head, because Christine and I did that. We had to take our daughter's car to my hometown, to where my nephew was working at the time, and they were going to get us they had a new car waiting. Well, a new used car waiting for us. Well, we're like, I hope we can make it. And we get right at the exit, and it was the same thing. The car's like, and you're like, what the hell? And it was the tire. It had bubbled out the side. When we get there, we look at it, and it's like the tread is worn, and there's fibers, and there's a part of the wheel bubbling out. It just looks like your tire has a pimple. I'm like, oh my God. So that same thing happened. Yeah. I had an incident where I went to go see, I could use this story on my show, my other show too. Because the rock and roll story. I had a friend of mine tell me, I have tickets for Striper for Kansas City. I have an extra one. Do you want to go? I'm like, absolutely. So I drive there. No, sorry. So I had done that. We did that show, but then there was another show that I got tickets for Striper up in Peoria. So I did that show, and then I was going to go to this one. And I took a friend from work, and she went with me, and we're driving back late, and it's dark, and I'm not, it's the end of the day, right? So I think we took off right after work to go up there, and we're driving back. It's like a 2.5, maybe 3 hour drive, and I'm getting tired by then, so you're not on your A game, but all the same, you won't say that after you won't think that I wasn't on my A game after you hear what happened. But I'm doing 78 probably down the road. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I look up, and there in my headlights is the back of a trailer that's being pulled by I don't even know what it was being pulled by, because I didn't have time to look as I flew around it. But I came right up on its ass. No backup light. There were no backlights on it. So it was only because the good Lord tapped me on the shoulder. There's an angel tapped me on the shoulder. I look up. Here's this thing. I don't go to the other lane because I know I shouldn't, because I don't know who's there. I pull the wheel, go off the road, around this thing, come back up on the road. And I'm like, oh my God. So it's probably about 2 years ago. I looked at my friend at work, and I said, that really happened, right? Because it's just kind of unbelievable. It was just there. And then, whoa. And I'm like, I'm sure I said something derogatory. And then I pulled off the road and got around it. I mean, I was just, because I'm like, we shouldn't even be here right now. It's one of those things. She goes, you are a very good driver. I was like, well, thank you. Who knew all those years of playing off-road games on my PlayStation would help me out?
That's right. We went to Case Western and University of Dayton.
Wow.
University of Dayton had really good chocolate chip cookies. I remember that.
Kurt's here. What's
Kurt?
up, Kurt? Oh, Kurt, I got some more gigs coming up that are local. I just finished one that I had to drive another hour out to Marthasville. We had a great gig. People really liked it. They had a lot of fun. We got a lot of applause, which doesn't always happen at all of our gigs because we've gotten scheduled on Fridays, and Fridays aren't always the greatest night to play out.
Why is that?
Because people are getting ready for the weekend. They're not weekending yet.
Oh, interesting.
Completely. So, it's just one of those things. But and then some of our gigs have been on holiday weekends. So Friday is your travel day. So people aren't in town and going to the bars and stuff. So, but we had a good crowd and they were making lots of noise, and that was great. It was really great. There is plenty to be said about feeding off of the crowd like that. It's just like here when we have a lot of things happening in the chat. It's awesome.
That's very true.
It's a real deal. And I always talk about Elvis when it comes to that, because when he was playing in Las Vegas, that was not his favorite. Yeah. Soldiers Under Command was is that the first album of theirs that I had? I bought it on vinyl. I have it on vinyl, and it's over there because it's in my autographed section. Went to Valhalla. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Not calling you a hoe. Yeah, you got to watch that. I think, what did I get called at work today? I can say this. Punk ass bitch today at work. Can you believe that? Would you ever, we would never have thought of calling any elder person who was at our school a punk ass bitch.
No, you'd be in so much trouble.
Yeah, you'd be out on your fucking chin. Boom. That's all there is to it. Just, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I just laugh. Really? Is that where we are right now? Okay. Usually that's when whoever else is there takes them away from me. They're like, okay, get him away from him. He doesn't care, and they're going to try to pop him. I'm like, it doesn't bother me. Oh, man. I think, yeah. I think somebody told me to stop talking to one of the students today.
I'll tell you, when you're traveling, I love stopping at small town gas stations.
Oh man, that's one of the best.
I just love it because they're usually way bigger than here in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're awesome. It's like almost like a community center. Or the ones that are like with truck stops, where you go in there and they have like a little movie theater, and they got showers, and it's like a restaurant hooked to it. It's like, holy smokes.
Yes, and they have somebody like calling out when your shower is ready.
Yes.
I'm like,
makes you want to shower there.
What? I want to get in that line, I think. Maybe I don't, but
yeah. Maybe you don't.
Maybe that's not such a good idea. like letting Mr. Johnson take care of the students. I mean, that's not a good idea. Oh, I do a great job. I had fun today, though. I had fun though early on. It was great. So I'm doing a lot of subbing right now while my friend is out.
Yeah, we got a Wally's out here in Fenton. That's pretty
cool. We do. I've been there once. I went there after my gig at the Fenton Bar and Grill. Oh, there you go. It's getting dicey though. Again, you're getting full up here. We gotta.
Yeah, there's no watermelon happening tonight, I don't think. You know what's funny? Salvatore said, "Prepare your fruit or whatever." It's like,
Yes.
I try a little bit, but then I get tired of it. And then, but I was watching that guy speedrun to get to the watermelon.
Yeah.
He was pretty much just dropping them as fast as possible, and he didn't move that much. And somehow he got to it, and I don't know how he did it. It's like, that's crazy.
How many rounds did he do?
Well, the video I saw was just that one, but I don't know
Okay.
how many rounds he did
Okay.
before that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm screwed on this one.
Like a pooch.
Exactly. Ooh,
Oh,
whoa,
whoa.
whoa.
Well.
Oh. That's my favorite part of the game.
Oh, look at boop.
Oh,
There you go.
when you think everything's done, then no, wait.
Yeah, then you're like, hey, wait a minute.
It kind of reminds me of Worms that way, because sometimes in Worms you use a weapon and you got to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Because things are still happening.
Yep.
Oh, I placed that in the wrong spot. Darn it. Ah, my goodness gracious. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the strawberry. Strawberry coming up.
Oh man, look at that. It's oh no, it kicked it away.
Get you. I don't know what to do with this cherry. I wish you could swap out some pieces. Ah!
Oh wow.
Trouble.
Yeah, that didn't bode well. Now you can. Okay. Oh, it popped up.
Oh,
It's gonna fall though. It's gonna fall.
Oh.
I don't know if it's gonna fall.
I literally think as soon as it. Oh, I gotta be careful here.
Oh, the grapes are going. Oh.
Come on.
Get there. Yeah. Okay.
It cleared a little bit of a path.
Yeah, but okay, but that's gonna be big. Oh, hey.
Oh no! If I could just get those two oranges together.
Come on, guys, get together. You can do it.
I don't know if this will work. Can I place this here? Oh, barely. Look at that. Well, that's no good.
Well, I love the hope, and then no, that's no good. Quap. I like how it takes a little picture though at the end. This is how you didn't win.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. It's a picture of how you lost. That's interesting.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
I know. It's like, this is what it looked like when you lost. Hey, JD's out there.
JD's on. I saw Eep earlier come on online.
So they're playing instead of watching. I mean, hanging with us.
Yeah, it's JD and Eep, or maybe they're playing a game together.
I wonder if there are any cross-platform Worms games.
Well, I do know the last Worms game. Not the last one. The last one was like a battle royale type thing. It wasn't any good. But Worms, the last mainstream game was Worms WMD, and that game is fantastic. But is it cross-platform? I don't know.
Happy birthday to your daughter. They do.
Worms WMD cross-platform. Oh, it's actually the second one.
So CC Mentals reminded me of when we had a minivan and we got our first television. I still have it. It's sitting right down over there, just over there. And it's a TV combo with a VCR in it. And it's like a, I don't know, 10-inch screen or whatever, 12-inch screen, 11-inch screen, whatever. Somebody out there is going, they don't make a 10-inch or whatever. But it also came with the plug that went into the lighter. So we took a bunch of movies with us. I was working for a color separator, so I had these big boxes that were perfect for VHS tapes because they were for film, and so they were long. So I just filled a long box full of videos, and they watched those all the way down. It was, as you said, bliss. It was wonderful. Thanks, Casey. She's my youngest daughter. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's Kurt. Yeah, Kurt. I missed that you mentioned that earlier, or if you did. She's my youngest daughter who lost her son. Oh, so I'm sorry to hear that. 3. Put him in as many posts as I can. Miss my grandson so much. Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
By the way, Savitar just looked it up. Worms WMD is cross-platform. They did a patch later on that made it cross-platform.
Does it tell us what platforms you can do?
No, I mean it's usually Xbox and maybe PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Along with Switch. I have it on Switch. It's a fantastic game.
Well, we got to play that.
Savitar, Indie Racing Nut. I was thinking about him with what's going on over there. Hopefully he's okay.
I know, right?
Our neighbors just a few houses down.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, had family that was killed.
Oh no!
It's awful. Yeah.
Whew! Wow! As we just watched, we were watching CNN 10 today, and one of the classes, and they had another report on that today. Son of a gun! Jeez.
Yeah, his name is Indie Racing. Yeah, it's God, when you see that stuff, it's like, man, how lucky are we to
to not be dealing
the world that we're living in? I mean,
yeah, I mean,
because
I don't know.
Savitar was just asking about Indie Racing. That he's a guy that's on Chuck Show a lot.
Oh, okay.
He comes and goes. He's a doctor over in Israel, and I mean, he's several times he said, "Hey, gotta go." Sirens are going off. It's like I can't even imagine what that's like. We've no clue what it's like living like that.
No. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, boy. That's where I hear that. I hear about that on a regular basis. I mean, not about that, but things like that, gunshots, all that kind of stuff, you know. And I'm just, I don't know. Is it real? I mean, you just sit here and you go, is it worth all that? You know, to create, to push force into something that creates such a horrid life for communities like that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it just takes me back to me thinking it was bad that a train went through your backyard. I'm like, how do you sleep with that? And
yeah, Savitar, I'm pretty sure he's a doctor. So yeah, you're right. I doubt we're going to see him anytime soon. He's, he's going to have his hands full if he's
definitely
still with us.
Definitely. Well, maybe we can do a little research on that and see.
Yeah, I have no clue what his name is or anything other than his YouTube name.
Right, NTV Racing. Yeah. So yeah, we'll check that out.
Yeah, so Savitar, you don't have a Switch, do you, Savitar? I don't think. But oh, wait a minute. Does Savitar have a Switch? Or no, he has an Xbox, doesn't he? Because that's how you connect with him on.
I believe so.
So Savitar, we could play Worm. I love Worms. We used to play that so much on the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I mean, when I got it for the Dreamcast, I didn't know what it was. I just saw it and I was like, well, this looks like it could be fun. I didn't realize it was a PC game.
Xbox. Yeah, Xbox One is what he's saying. Yeah.
Oh, he's got Xbox One. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's cross-platform with that or not.
I should look that up.
I wonder if that's on Game Pass by any chance. Worms WMD. Let's find out.
Did I mention to you? I mentioned One Piece earlier in the show, right?
Yeah, the live action.
Yeah, or that was just before we started, right? I think.
Right.
It was, yeah. Is anybody else watching One Piece? I'm interested to know because it's very well done. I think the characters are all well written.
One Piece is one of the most popular animes ever in Japan. I mean, it is so popular.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely crazy.
And the books are, I mean, the prices of the books show it too, because you can get like a box set and they're in volumes and they're expensive. They're over $100 for the whole, a whole series of it. Not all of it, but just for like, here's series 1, 2, 3, 4. So
I never got into the anime because the American version, man, I just couldn't stand their voices.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's extremely popular, that's for sure.
Well, I really like the guy who's playing Luffy in this series is very good. The whole casting is good. And there's a really neat part that I just noticed as we were watching whatever episode we were into. There's a character in there, and it's kind of reminds you of those people that you may know that when they act jerky, and so they kind of appear ugly.
Yeah.
Or just not attractive. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much ugly. It's just they don't look attractive because they act like a jerk. But then when they change things around, then you're like, oh, they kind of look different now. And there's a character in there like that, and it was just interesting. I'm gonna look up Worms here and see what the price is right now.
It goes on sale a lot. So if you're not in a hurry, you might want to wait and see.
Yeah. Worms. Yeah, it's on sale right now. $5.99. Worms WMBD.
Yep, that's the one. There was one before that.
Worms Rumble is on sale for $2.99.
Yeah, I don't like that one so much.
Armageddon Weapons or Weapon.
There was one right before, there was one on the PS4, I think, early on that had it was a Worms game, and it was the worst one I've ever played. It was just terrible. I hated it. But then WMD came out, and I'm like, oh, I love this. It's back to being the old kind of Worms.
Oh, they have Battleship too, dude. We should do Battleship. Battleship's on sale for 5 more hours at $5.99.
What, WMD?
No, Battleship.
The actual game Battleship. I thought you were talking about one. Everyone watching right now, Battleship on the Switch. It's cross-platform. I know it's on mobile, and it is a great game. I mean, it sounds crazy, but I've put a ton of hours into Battleship because I've never even played it locally.
Huh.
I only played it online, and I just got it when it was really cheap. And I was like, well, they're online's probably not going to be any good. But man, was I wrong. You can go on any day or night, and boom, you've got a match going. And it's all because it's cross-platform with mobile, where it's huge. There's so many people playing. But it's cool because, obviously you can play Battleship like normal against someone online.
Yeah.
They can't see your board. But they have there's a newer version besides just Battleship, which you can play. They have a Commander edition.
Oh, really?
And you can play that, and all the boards are different sizes. You have different commanders who you play as. And the cool thing about that is every commander has like a special ability or power up, whatever you want to call it. And so you earn points. You earn these, like, I don't know what they're called, these points for when you hit one of the other ships.
Yeah.
Or if you get hit, you get these points. And when you get enough of them, you can unleash different things. Like you can drop landmines or water mines, whatever you want to call them. Everyone has a power. Like one person's power is like vertically, they'll just drop bombs on every spot in a column. And so if you cross it and you hit it, well, boom, you've hit it. Now you can somewhere to go, something to go from.
I think one of the other cool things about this is that, like you're talking about, you have commanders, but they're not. You have maybe a British commander and a American commander, and then you've got a woman Viking commander and a Roman or Greek female commander.
if you like Battleship at all, I would say grab it because if it's on, because that goes on sale all the time too. So if it's on sale, you might as well grab it.
Yeah, it's on for 5 more hours. It's on sale for $5.99.
I would grab it because, like I said, the online. Well, I haven't played online in months, but I might actually do that later on. But I've never had a problem getting a game.
We should play.
Great. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you can just play with a friend. I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
I've never done that because no one's ever had the game.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a fantastic version.
That changes today, mister.
It's just so funny that what if I buy it, we'll just play me. Yeah, buy it, Casey. I'll play you. I think there is a single player mode. I guess. I don't know. Well, yeah, there's a single player mode because you can play against like a computer opponent.
If I buy it, we'll just play me. Right. Yeah, I don't. So I guess is Pete? Did Pete stick around? Is he sticking around long enough to give us the Go Game Gone or not?
No, I don't think Pete's here. I think he's in basically in television amusement park right now at C-Mart's house. So
yeah, I envision him with this like glassy look on his eyes by now, just like drunk with all the Intellivision stuff.
All right, Salvatore, you're
Salvatore's on.
Is this why you asked if Pete was still here, Salvatore? You didn't want to.
I think that's it.
You didn't want to encroach on his deal.
Yeah. Oh, look, Casey's jumping in too.
Oh yeah, we're tag teaming. Who's going to come up with Gone?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, we are done. I didn't realize.
I did. I was like, ooh, wow.
So tomorrow night, everyone, I am streaming Astro Smash from the Switch. It's comes out tomorrow. It's the Amico game that never came out, so we're getting it on the Switch. So I'm excited about that. That'll be fun. We'll see how it is.
He's filling his pockets. That's why Pete can't do it.
All right, we got a Go Game Gone. It's a team effort from Salvatore and Casey and Television Gamer.
Thank you, guys. That was awesome.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We are out.
I'll
be on tomorrow night, so watch the stream. Astro Smash. It'll be a good one.
Keep in touch with Hammer Away on the channel. It's going great. Having fun. So check us out next week. Hopefully we're going to have Keith Michaels on then. And then the next week, you got to come and see us getting prepped up for the KISS show. So in the meantime, get some Battleship, get some Worms going, and we'll all start playing.
All right. We'll see you guys.
See ya.